Hello, boys and girls, and welcome to episode number 8 of Life on the MidCard. And we are back from our trip from Indy. We were live at Raw last night, which was phenomenal. There was a lot of stuff going on. It was a great show, so we'll get right into it because we have a lot to talk about. I'm Mike Lucifer, of course, is here. My voice is a little deeper from yesterday's chanting, but nonetheless, I still feel good. We got Dick the Knife, as always.
Voice is deeper as well. I feel like I've hit puberty again, and I don't know if I like it too much.
And, of course, Roto's with us as well.
I still sound 12.
Yeah, the girls like it, so that's what matters.
Sorry, works.
Yeah. Before we get started, why don't we talk a little bit about what's kind of going around, before we go right into, Raw, we should talk about what's kind of going around the interwebs, because there's quite a bit of stuff going on, and one of the major things, and I know a lot of people know about me and my obsession with Razor Ramon, is Scott Hall's recovery to being a human being again, since he's so fucking messed up.
So far gone.
But,
shit.
like, it didn't hit me, like, till recently about how messed up this guy is. Did you guys know that he went to rehab 11 times?
I'm sure.
And that Vince has put in, what, like 7 digits?
6 or 7 figures, I remember something about
the
to
amount
try to help him
of rehab. So as most of you heard, and if you haven't heard, Scott Hall is teaming up with DDP, since DDP did such a great job with Jake the Snake, turning him around, getting him in shape, and really getting away from his alcoholism, is he's trying to get Scott Hall out of this rut that he's in, because the man's pretty much set to die.
Pretty much,
it's really what it is.
They said he's got pacemaker plus a freaking defibrillator as his heart almost.
Yeah.
It's like the guy's freaking...
Yeah. And we talked about it in the past in other episodes about that video on fucking ESPN. That shit just gets me teary-eyed every time I have to watch it. And you hear about his past story and how fucked up his connection with his family is. He killed a guy when he was like, a bouncer or something. So the guy's gone through a lot, but DDP is needing some help apparently. Apparently the man's hip is fucking broken or completely worthless.
Non-existent, pretty much.
That video they showed of him working out and you hear it pop is disgusting. Like, it's loud, and it's a freaking video of it, of his hip popping like that. So they're trying to raise $80,000 to get him back in shape, I guess. And
last tally, I think they're at 50
already.
Yeah.
And that's only like almost a weekend, because I think it came out the night that we finished last week's episode or the day afterwards.
The day after, I think maybe Thursday, I want to say. They've been...
So is this DDP's hip, or is this Scott Hall's hip?
It's Scott Hall.
I was going to say, man, I thought
DDP
was good. Alright, yeah.
No, DDP is doing
Caught
great.
me off guard.
No, Scott Hall is the one that needs the hip replacement, and he needs, like, work on his teeth and all this other shit. So $80,000 is their goal. And I think I might surprise you with this, guys, but I don't really think that we should help. I mean, I want to help him, but the idea that he needs money, it's like, you've had so many chances, and you had a successful career, and you've made millions upon millions of dollars with WCW, not doing anything, being drunk half of the time, and it's like, you threw away all this. I'm all for the second chances, but this is chance number 12, right? So how would I feel if I donate, I think $15 gets you an autographed picture, and $30 gets you a phone call from Scott. And then if you spend like a certain amount of thousands of dollars, you get to spend the night over the DDP house or some shit. Which is all fine and dandy, and I want the best for Scott Hall, but it's like, why am I going to give you more money when you've thrown away so many already? I don't know. I'm still on the fence about even thinking about donating, but I hope the best for him. The people that have donated, I'm glad they have the extra money to throw to help them, but I don't know. I'm kind of signing on the lines of, you had your chance. I mean, it's really up to you now to figure it out, because I think we've helped plenty as a wrestling fan. Again, I hope the best for him, but I don't know. I'm not with the whole, you need our money. Yeah, you had it, so it is what it is. But if anybody can do it, it's going to be for sure DDP. I think he's doing a phenomenal job with all these people. With Jake, and he's getting a lot of other, like, just regular nobodies, getting in shape. He has a bunch of these, like, videos of transformations online, like these really moving stories about people that told they weren't going to walk again and also the crazy shit. So apparently DDP Yoga is where it's at. So we'll see. Other news as well, and as we all know in the past, El Generico signed with WWE in the past.
Developmental
deal in NXT. So the guy has been in the Indies forever, so his in-ring work is fine. It's just when will creative have something for him, or will they have something for him? But the big thing is that he's not wrestling with his mask now. He's off of it.
His gimmick, the gimmick that made him is gone.
Yeah. But I mean, a lot of times when you come over, really, they don't allow you to keep anything, because they want to, have that as theirs, So we'll see what they're going to do with him. But the mask is on. The mask is off now. I think really they're just testing the waters, though. Have you seen him, Roto? Have you seen his work?
No.
He is really good. He's super athletic. He's another one of those Chris Hero guys that, he's been in the Indies forever, and he wrestles really fucking good. I don't know if you'll dig him too much. He's kind of more of a high flyer, kind of a high flashy type of guy, but I dig it a lot. I think it's really cool stuff. I'm just kind of worried what they're going to do with, like you said, ruin his character and shit like that. But we'll see. I think he's a good fit for the company. Hopefully they did bring him up soon and do something with him, because the roster's already thin as it is. You might as well put something else. But we'll see, of course. Once WrestleMania season ends, we'll see what kind of changes go on.
Yeah. It's too packed right now. Pre-WrestleMania, it's always good afterwards. It's
right.
Just,
he's not going to get you going on any storyline.
Yeah, there's almost no reason why he should be on TV right now.
Nope. Once Mr. No Days Off gets some more days off, I think you'll start seeing other people get some more fucking light on the show. But in other news as well, you got Bobby Roode re-signing with TNA, which I thought was cool for him. I mean, I like the guy a lot. I think he's really impressive. He's always compared by that Triple H. I don't know if you guys have noticed that they're always saying he's like another Triple H type of character. But he looks damn good, dude. He's had some really good matches. I was really hoping he was going to come over with the other dude, his team from TNA. I don't even Beer Money, but I don't know the fucking guy's name. James Storm. They did some really good stuff in tag team action, and they for sure fucking need people in tag team. But they never brought that over with. But he resigned with TNA. But you can't really blame the guy though, because he's built that company himself pretty much. Like he started putting them on the map when he became champ. Not that anybody here watches TNA. We just kind of hear the big stories out from them. And speaking of TNA, fuck, as you guys saw on Twitter, fucking D'Lo Brown is a part of their fucking biggest angle they have, which
Vice
is
President of Aces and Eights, man.
Another NWO fucking
pretty
spoof.
much, yeah.
It's like, God. I mean, I know it works. The whole invasion angle is something that wrestling always kind of falls back on every single time, but that's your big reveal. That is D'Lo Brown's your vice president, and then the major thing is that Bully Ray is really behind it all to begin with.
Yeah.
Isn't that kind of predictable?
Yeah.
Doesn't it always have to be somebody? Just like we think, like Shield, like there's got to be somebody else.
Yeah.
And I'm hoping it's Cena. I think that would be cool. They kind of hinted towards it was Punk, but Punk kind of just hired him, wasn't really like in control of him or whatever. But I mean, you knew it had to be somebody, and there's only so many stars in fucking TNA. And I like Bully Ray, I guess that's what they call him now. I always call him Bubba Ray still.
Yeah.
But I mean, I liked him when he was in WWE. It was WWF at the time, but I don't know. It's just like, it's such hot garbage. Like, it's terrible wrestling. Anytime Hogan has a hand in anything storyline related, it's going to be awful.
Yeah.
So, I mean, like...
But the man always stays in character, regardless.
Because that's what he is.
He has become
he's
Hulk Hogan
yeah,
now. That's what it is.
A super douche like that.
Yeah.
I think the only thing TNA has over WWE is just the women's wrestling division, if you care about that sort of stuff. That's
yeah,
really
division's cool. It kind of reminds me of the Cruiserweights back in...
And they got some young talent, too, that I think is pretty impressive.
And, like, it's always cool to watch something else, because sometimes they get burnt out on WWE. They get burnt out on the same shtick every, fucking time I watch, but...
Nothing really grabs your attention, really. Like, as soon as you turn around, oh, wow, that's, it doesn't, like, grab you. But I don't think it's... I don't want to say it's hard garbage, but it's pretty close. But I don't hate it.
They don't have that one mega star. And, like, I always said, the minute Randy Orton's on 3 strikes, he goes over there and ratings will go up.
Yeah,
because, like, think about it. Like, last night, dude doesn't even really do anything, and he comes out and just the place blows up. Me, myself included, I'm wearing an RKO shirt right now.
Yeah, as we speak.
In all honesty, I would watch it because finally, Randy Orton would be the main event. He deserves to be. He's got the look. He's awesome in the ring.
Yeah.
If he was a heel, his mic work isn't bad. He's not a natural face. Mm-hmm. So, but I mean,
that would be huge. If
they're lacking star. Yeah, they're lacking star power over there.
Huge. What do you guys think of these whole pregame things they've been doing with with pretty much all the pay-per-views of like the dark matches actually viewed online? I think that's a pretty neat idea.
I like it.
That you get other people that maybe you're gonna buy the pay-per-view and you get them interested in it, because let's face it, who has the $50 or $60 or $80 come fucking WrestleMania to spend on a pay-per-view?
It takes it back to Sunday Night Heat. Sunday Night Heat used to do that before the pay-per-views. Like, they'd either have a match or two, or a lot of times the match they would have on Sunday Night Heat would almost like a qualifying match to get them onto the pay-per-view. A lot of that stuff was cool. it got you pumped. But I know our boy BJ used to hate Sunday Night Heat because he would watch it, get a pump for the pay-per-view, and be like, "Fuck, I'm broken out ordering."
Yeah, that's a
downer. Like you're watching it, getting ready, and they pump you up. They give you the the promos and stuff, and then we're done.
And they announced that they're going to be doing, or what's down the pipeline is that they're going to be doing an hour pregame show for WrestleMania 29.
So Mania's going to be, 5 hours then if you want to add the pre-show?
Yeah, that's a lot.
That's a damn day.
Yeah, that is.
Shit, last thing I remember...
How many dance-offs are going to be
a day-long WrestleMania Fest was WrestleMania 2000. On pay-per-view, they had, I think it was maybe 12 hours worth of coverage, and it was, I remember it because I actually recorded it. I recorded all day it was just kind of recaps of all the Manias of the past. So and they would show, like, the Fan Fest. And it was some interesting stuff and got you, recaps of past years. Like, that stuff was cool, but that was the last time I remember any almost day-long.
Yep, and they're also looking to make it kind of more interactive. They're going to be using the whole, touts and the WWE active stuff, which I dig a lot. I think that stuff is really cool. I mean, yeah, most of it's rigged, but I like the idea of getting people involved. So we'll see if it goes any place. But that's an hour pregame. It's getting pretty ridiculous.
With what, one match probably?
It's starting to become like the fucking Super Bowl when they start like 9 hours before and they're fucking talking about. Now that I would watch football, I can say anything, but it's not.
It'll be just like the Super Bowl where the hype it just won't live up to the hype.
Yeah.
Like every time I watch the Super Bowl, I get so hyped for it every year, and I watch it. I'm like, this fucking game is garbage. Half the time, I'm just like on my phone or playing video games or some shit and watching it.
Multitasking back and forth, basically.
Exactly, because it's like, I don't know, it's just not what you want.
Yeah.
And especially with wrestling, like you're like, it's fake, it's scripted. It should always be what we want. It should always live up to the hype. It should blow
you away, yeah.
Exactly. No. Because they know what's going to happen. I mean, with football...
You mean it's not real?
Yeah, I know. Mind-blowing, isn't it?
Dude, I might have to stop right now.
I was talking to someone the other day, and they're like, that's not real, right? I'm like, no, I'm mentally challenged. Of course I know it's not real, idiot. Like, I'm a 23-year-old man. It's like... And then when you tell the same person, like, oh, well, the Bachelor's not real, right? No, that's real. Why would they keep doing it if it wasn't real?
I always like walking into the break room and they're watching a random sport, and I'm like, so you guys don't know who's gonna win ahead of time? Like, what is this? What the fuck?
The joy in that?
What are you watching this for?
Yeah, Jesus. My mom watches reality shows. I'm like, this shit's fake. She's like, it's not fake. I'm like, no, trust me, it's fake. I know fake. I watch 5 hours a week. I know fake.
Yeah. Also in the news. And I know Eric is fucking ecstatic about this. Santino is ready to come back any moment now. Ready to let go of that Cobra.
Cobra, the return, man. You want help in your tag team division?
I guess is what you're left to do. I mean, it gives him TV time, I guess. So.
As long as he doesn't have a belt. I understand the point of him. He's comedic relief. Kids like him and shit.
Yeah.
But, the fact that he wore that U.S. title belt for, 6 months is outlandish.
Yeah. And
he's not a real wrestler.
Nah.
He's not.
He has a decent hip toss.
That's it, man.
I'll give him that.
That hip toss is nice, but that's
I'll give him that. And he has a fucking lion tattoo in the back, wherever it is.
Oh, to God, he got rid of that mullet. Because that shit was...
That was the worst fucking hairstyle, I think. I think it's better than Jericho's new do that he's got going on.
Jericho's is too long. He's fucking trim.
He's a rockstar now, dude.
He's the leader of Fozzy.
Yeah.
The Scowls' favorite band of all time.
It's actually not that bad. I listen to it at the gym. It's not that bad.
No, don't lie to yourself. Don't sci-fi me right now.
Why you guys are haters.
I'm out of this.
I get it.
I'm not even going.
I get it. Alright.
Alright. Best thing about Fozzy is it just always reminds me of Muppet Babies, so I'm cool with that. What, man?
Fozzy Bear.
Waka waka waka, homie.
Fine.
No, not Waka Flocka.
Oh.
Waka waka waka.
Not that I would know any of it, so doesn't matter. Last thing that was on the interwebs is Alberto is getting a new shirt finally, and the choices are god awful.
Anything's gonna be better than that Destiny one, man.
Which one? The penny one?
The coin, yeah.
Yeah. I didn't mind it. I may own it. I may not own it. But the new ones are like mocks of HBK ones. And everything now is to do the idea that he's both, born in Mexico but made in America is now his fucking tagline, which I get it. You're really trying hard to put him over as a babyface, but it's all over as the new shirts, and yeah, I'm not digging them at all. There's one like really bright ass like yellow or neon green.
Neon green. It's like you know like road work green. Like the guys what they wear so you don't hit them. It's so obnoxious. Like if that wins, I have no faith left in the human race.
It's almost
I picked that one.
It's almost like a Ziggler color. You could see him wearing a color like that.
Yeah.
I mean, he's got the bright blue, got the pink ones. I could see him with something
I could
like
see
that.
like a bright like the Xbox case, like a green like that.
Yeah.
But like
That's DX, man. You can't do that.
This shit is just like it's like glowing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's obnoxious to look at. And not to mention, like, there's not enough graphic to make it look decent.
Yeah.
We'd have to be covered in graphic to make a shirt like that decent.
Yeah.
It just looks terrible.
It had a huge shield on it, and it had like his initials on it, and the back of it had the Mexican eagle on it. So I dig it. So that's my vote, by the way.
Now I'll pass on all of them.
Yeah, I'm just not gonna vote.
Yeah, I mean,
Just like I don't
just
vote.
like the elections. No, I'm not gonna. No,
Yeah.
Well, don't complain if I don't give a shit. It's I don't care.
No, I don't complain.
No.
I
What's
don't
the
like
point?
it.
What's the point? But yeah, that's kind of what's going on the world of wrestling outside of just the ring itself. But let's get to the good shit, man. We were actually at Raw yesterday, which to me kind of even hasn't even synced in because it was a fucking 4-hour drive together.
So, yeah.
By the time we're done, 2 hours there, 2 hours back. But dude, that Indy, the Pacers, was Bakersfield.
Yes.
Really fucking nice. I really liked it a lot. I thought it was way above the All-State in so many levels.
My Pacers, dude. That's my Pacers, man.
It's a professional stadium.
Yeah.
Everyone plays at the All-State Arena like some like D3 college team. It's way the fuck out there in the middle of nowhere. It means a nice area, and that's why they don't have it at the United Center. Because the United Center is not in a nice area. Mm-hmm. It's on the west side of Chicago. Not exactly, the clean streets.
Yeah. That's the only other building I've ever been to, but it was lights and bounds better than the All-State in terms of...
That's the first thing I told you when we were down there. I'm like, we're going to go to this place. You can be like, this is how shit should look. That grungy-ass middle school gym going to the All-State Arena. But, I mean, when it comes to actual atmosphere, Chicago's unmatched.
Yeah.
That crowd...
The crowd was dead, man.
Yeah. The crowd sucked.
Yeah.
It's a bunch of, 12-year-old kids.
There was a lot of kids in the crowd, man. Nothing
you
wrong
can
with
tell
that.
by the pops.
Yeah.
Sheamus, Jesus. Dude gets straight up booed in Chicago.
Yeah. They were really excited for his ass.
They were.
I was like, there's a lot of Irish people here. Like, damn. Yeah. But before Raw, we got to see Superstars. So this was Kevin's one shot to see Ryder.
I called it.
And sure enough, the road to was like, don't worry, Kevin, he's going to be here. And sure enough, he was there. He faced JTG, which
And then once JTG came out, I was like, and he's going to get a win.
Yeah.
Look at that.
I didn't know he still fucking worked there.
God, he is like, that gimmick is just so obnoxious. Like, and that might be how he really is. But like, just watching the Titantron, I was like, this shit is like, no wonder he's not on TV.
That shit was brutal.
Cause the Mexican folk are taking this gimmick well. If shit goes awry when it comes to a particular other race, that shit ain't gonna fly.
Yeah.
Yeah, it got serious.
Yeah,
I was looking at it, I was like, and I was offended. I'm white as they come. Damn.
I looked at the camera, I was like, I didn't know he had a Titantron.
Yeah.
Blew me away. I didn't know he had it.
Like JTG, remember when he was with what was his name? Shad,
something like that.
Their nickname was
Crime Time, dude.
Yeah.
That was fucking, like,
But it had a Y. I mean, wasn't it like Crime Time?
It had two Y's. Eyes were replaced with Y's.
Yeah.
Which is another, apparently now.
Vince is like, I got it.
They're illiterate, too. And fucking, and, 04 Cena had him, he hired him to just, beat the shit out of JBL's,
Yeah. Wasn't there like a big rumor they were supposed to, that was going to be his turn heel when he was going to come back or whatever? I fucking don't know.
And fucking, Shawn Michaels had a thing with him when they were they were trying to buy tickets because DX got kicked out. Him and Triple H.
Okay.
And Triple H is trying to talk to Crime Time because they're scalping tickets outside of the arena.
Yeah. So
and and HBK taps on his shoulder. He's like, I speak jive. And I was like, oh no. So he starts talking thug to him, and I'm just like, dude, like, Vince McMahon is just unreal. Unreal.
But, Crime Time's like, I'll be on TV.
Yeah, no shit. It's TV. It's exposure, man.
Yeah, I'll be on TV.
Primetime players.
Yep. Ryder gets the win. Ryder has a new hairdo. Fucking dyed whatever he has left blonde. So, good for him. He was fucking ecstatic. And we were pretty loud for him, so he got a pretty good pop, but of course it's on Superstars.
And Kevin was decked out, man.
Dude, he had his fucking headband on. He had the sunglasses, the t-shirt. He was fucking ready to go.
He was so happy.
Yeah.
When we got there, R-Truth was facing McGillicuddy.
Yeah.
So, I think we were all a little... Like, he seemed bummed. He tweeted out, it's like, oh, well, no Ryder. Like, he was so sad. And then another match came out. What's the first thing you hear is, woo, woo, woo. He fucking went ape shit.
Yeah, he did. He was fucking
He was so happy.
Yeah, and he was like, I can go home now. I'll be waiting in the car. You fucking left.
And a win, too, man.
Yeah,
so,
that's the best part.
Good for him.
Speaking of McGillicuddy, I want to just say this. He was going to do a fucking perfect plex. He was going to end it with the fucking perfect plex. And I was like, don't tease me with something you're, number one, not going to do half as good as what your father did. And then, you try to change your gimmick to do something, like Mr. Perfect Jr. or something. Like, I don't know. I just don't. It just breaks me in so many different pieces.
Sorry, dude.
But it is what it is.
At least Archer didn't do that fucking spinning shoulder bump.
Oh, he did.
Oh, he did it!
Good job.
I forgot.
And that's what I said. I was like, well, thank fucking... Because I can't stand that.
Like corkscrew elbow?
Awful.
Yeah, the split in there, and
that sucks too.
Did he have? I also think I noticed he had fucking 8 different new tattoos.
And probably 4 different piercings. He looks like shit.
Yeah, he's trying to make himself look as young as possible.
He looks like fucking Predator unmasked. He's just an ugly human being.
When they zoom in to when they're done with the match,
it was so bad.
You're the face. What are you doing? You're the good one. Why do you look so ugly?
He is. He's just an ugly.
McGillicuddy's like, damn. I thought that was my job. No, he was so fucking lost. But let's get into Raw, because Raw starts off with a tribute to Paul Bear. Rest in peace. One of the best managers of all time, and he passed away from I believe it was a blood clot, they said. And they start off with the urn in the middle of the ring, and the Undertaker hits. And there were Eric's pants completely moist for the rest of the show.
I was just hyped, dude.
Man.
Saw his entrance live.
Taker makes the top 3.
Yeah.
It's like Shawn, Steve Austin, Taker.
It was really good.
No, it's a good 3.
That's
Notice they're all from Texas. My parents are from Texas. There's just a connection there.
Yeah, I like it.
Taker didn't look bad, by the way. Other than he looked really old. He looked in shape.
He looked,
man, you could just tell in his face, he's getting up there.
Yeah. He didn't even say a word the entire show, too. He just stays.
But in all honesty, that was so cool about The Undertaker. The mystique of, man, if you think about it, that guy has always, other than going with the American Badass thing, he's never changed that gimmick. 20 years in the business, maybe has done it probably 17 years. It's just it's untouchable. It was awesome when he came out, and it's gonna be awesome until he retires. No one's ever been like, "Oh my God, I'm so sick of the Undertaker."
Yeah. He's so stable.
Yeah. It's not like Big Show when he came out. You're like, "Man, this fucker's huge," and now you're like, "This guy needs to blow out a knee." I'm so sick of seeing.
I think the only change in the Undertaker's gimmick that has come was when he started. He was more just a minion of somebody.
Yeah.
Then he became his own. Then he just became pure fucking evil and led the ministry. That was it. But other than that, he just.
But essentially, he's always been the Undertaker.
Yep.
So the Undertaker.
Before, actually, what was he in WCW?
Bad Mark Merrow. No,
you wish he was Mark Merrow.
Bad. It was just his name, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Bad Man Calloway.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was. Yeah. But yeah, the urn was in the middle of the ring. Smoke filled it up. And sure enough, he was paying tribute to Paul, which was really, really good.
Does the kneel, does everything I got.
And at this point, when you're watching the show live, you're not thinking what's gonna happen now. I wouldn't even imagine CM Punk's music hitting.
I wasn't expecting commercial.
Scals leans next to me. He's like, CM Punk in 5, 4, 3. It's like, Jesus.
Yeah.
Because he was always paying attention to the stage. Like you can always tell when someone's coming out.
Yeah.
It's like 3 cameramen roll up.
Yeah, they're
It's just kind of cool to see behind the scenes every once in a while. Because there's just like things you don't pick up on. But the Scouts just miss a beat.
Now, I was expecting just how last week started. He came out and then cut to intro. That's what I was expecting.
Yeah, and he's gonna talk to the Taker about Paul Bearer, and immediately you're probably thinking like, God, like really,
Yeah.
dude, he just died, like. But I mean, it's wrestling. He needs to do it to get the heat out of it. But I think he did it really, really respectful. Like it wasn't like really like cheap.
He did. I mean, he's getting a lot of shit. I'm reading a lot of bad things
Backlash.
on the internet about it. Yeah, but he did not say one bad thing about Paul Bearer. He didn't even mention. The only time he mentioned his name was when he told The Undertaker, in Paul Bearer's eyes, you were always perfect. That was it. He didn't say one bad thing about him.
Right.
He just came out basically like, I'm gonna fuck you up, Taker. Come Mania. That was it.
Right.
But just when his music hit, I think I leaned over to Lucifer and I was like, this fucking guy.
This dude right
like,
here.
wow.
Here's kind of the messed up part. With this happening, it actually makes this match mean something now, which is kind of effed up. Like somebody had to die for me to consider this match actually means something now.
To see a feud going on.
Right, because now it actually builds like Taker's actually doing this for a reason. To
Punk stole the
Right. He's doing it in the name of Paul Bearer, and Punk's gonna be like, well, I'm gonna take what the people want, and it's really helping build the storyline, which is kind of messed up at the same token because it took somebody to die, but it is what it is. It's the wrestling business, and I think anybody would have done it. I'm pretty sure that what's his face, Paul Bearer, could care less in terms of.
He would have loved
it. If it would have been the same spot, he would have done something similar.
I mean, think about it. I mean, now his legacy will live, beyond him. So I mean, he's still part of the company. Like, I'm sure as a guy who was always a part of the business, I mean, he's probably honored. I mean, they weren't disrespectful by any means. It's not like like the Big Show skit where Boss Man shows up at his dad's funeral and drags the fucking casket.
Yeah.
Like, it's not like that. It's not like disrespectful. It was fine. The only thing that he said, he's like, I'm sorry for your loss at WrestleMania. Essentially, kind of insinuating that he didn't care about Paul Bearer, but he didn't come out and say it.
Right.
So I mean, I think they handled it fine.
Right.
People just freak out about it. Right when I saw it, I was
But that's what they want too, though. Like, that's what they're begging people to freak out about.
Yeah,
so
it's controversial business. I mean, that's what makes people watch it.
And his kids were there. His 2 sons were there. Michael and Daniel. The Paul Bear's kids were there.
Don't look anything alike, by the way. One's like 400 pounds. The other one's like $180 at most. So I was like, damn.
Yep. And I'm pretty sure they got the clearance from them to do it too.
Oh, yeah.
So it wasn't like they just.
They went through the kids and Taker as well. I think Taker was like, he was all fine with it. They know it's entertainment. They're not going to do anything that's going to,
Yeah, so really good opening segment to start off the show with. And we go to commercials. And this is where this Raw Active thing gets really cool, because if we didn't have this whole Raw Active thing, you wouldn't have seen what we saw. And we saw, CM Punk standing there, and all of a sudden the flames hit, and fucking Kane came out. And at that point, it didn't cross my mind to think that Kane was going to be a part of it. But even, what's going to fit him better, because since he managed, Paul Bearer managed him as well, it was going to be really awesome to see him, attack CM Punk. Yeah, about to give him a chokeslam, but he slithers out of it, and he runs away. Which leads Kane to get, super pissed off, and he's gonna, get revenge on it. And this is where the show goes down south already for me. I'm like, this fucking show's horrible. I don't want to watch it anymore. Go to the fucking backstage, and Kane's looking for fucking Punk, but who does he find?
A-Ride, dude.
Why does A-Ride get smashed in every fucking backstage segment?
Hey,
every single one.
A-Ride finally got his push.
Into the wall.
Into the wall over a
into
table.
The fucking ground.
Who the fuck was there to try and help him? Son of a bitch. Bo Dallas. He's like, you don't like Bo?
Like he does.
It's all over the internet that he likes Bo.
He's like, yeah, I don't mind it. Oh my god, I hate you.
Fucking horrible.
And he wasn't
get under my skin.
Was he even in gear? What the hell? Was he wearing that same outfit that he wore for May's birthday?
He's probably only got one suit, the bastard.
But
it's not even a suit; it's a shirt and tie, some shitty black khakis. Or something.
The best thing And what was he saying? He actually had lines on TV too, man.
Go get help. Someone go get help.
If you listen to it on the show, because I watched Raw afterwards, the recording, and the primetime players are like, that's your homie. I ain't getting no help. Titus is like,
oh man,
I did.
Nice. Titus, dude.
Yeah.
Millions of dollars.
The real deal right there.
Mm-hmm. So yeah, we got to see that Kane is super upset, and we hear that we're gonna have the main event of, Kane versus CM Punk at the end of the night. Something that was amazing for me though was to see the Shield live. That was the main. I'm like, God, that's one of the main things I want to see when I get there. Is will the Shield wrestle? Will they be in a match? They didn't necessarily weren't in a match, but they were still there. They were there multiple times actually. Now I think about it. But this was fucking impressive, dude. When they powerbombed the Big Show. Dude. You didn't watch Raw. And when they pick him up, Big Show's breathing so fucking hard, he's like spitting out. You can see like the spit coming out. And I didn't think they were gonna lift his big ass, 500 fucking pounds. And Reigns stood up almost straight afterwards. Like, yeah, he was bending over, like he was like crouching over to pick him up. But when he actually did pick him up, he was almost standing up entirely.
I mean, if you think about it, like Roman Reigns is a big dude, and like going back to the weightlifting thing, like there's not a doubt in my mind the guy can squat 500 something pounds. So to have it, like, once he had it up there and had his base underneath it, I'm sure that wasn't bad. It was just the process of getting his ass up there.
Yeah.
That was impressive.
The fucking ring shook. Like no other.
Dude, yeah.
Like, God damn, did that thing shake. God, that was super impressive. But what questions me at this point is this going to be fucking the return of Beanie fucking...
Beanie wearing Big Show?
Turn his ass face? I don't know. Because now
He's doing so good, but he's doing so good as a heel. When you think about it, this is his role that he should be, a fucking monster heel. So don't fuck with it. Don't give him the beanie back.
I think that I don't know what they're going to be doing, but it's leading to the Shield, him facing the Shield at WrestleMania one way or another. And Orton and fucking Sheamus got nothing going on, so I see that happening, and they're probably going to turn his ass face, which is just stupid. I don't know. Hopefully they fucking demolish them at WrestleMania. He gets injured in the storyline and you don't see Big Show for months. That's probably my wishful thinking. Also on this show we gotta see Ziggler. So fucking Road to it was.
Not only Ziggler, but Ziggler versus Daniel Bryan.
Yeah.
Which I was pretty skeptical about. I was like, God damn it! Well, at least he's gonna wrestle. I didn't think.
Yeah, you didn't think he was gonna get the W?
I don't know.
Yeah.
Wish I wasn't mad. I mean, at least it was against Daniel Bryan. Who, I mean, that guy is like of all the like the legit wrestlers that we like. That guy definitely gets the best pop out of all of them.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
His interaction is really cool with that girl when he was like screaming in her face. That's just cool.
Yeah.
I mean, that's what the business is all about. Like, it's an entertainment, but fucking Ziggler.
Ziggler.
That's my dude.
The best thing about Deep Rye though is like you can be 16 or 26 and everybody fucking loves the man. So like going to your saying he can going places. Once he drops out his tag team division, of course.
Oh god.
But they need to really use him. But yeah, you were fucking hyped for Ziggler. You were pretty fucking excited. You were all pinked out, ready to fucking go.
Throwing my hair sweat at everybody.
You were, man.
Yeah, you were.
I think I got a little bit in my eye, but
did my booty shake?
Yeah.
Shit.
Yeah, there was panties everywhere. It was a mess to clean up.
I was just screaming, how damn good am I?
Everyone's like, sit down, jackass. Match was really fucking solid, and I watched it again, like we were kind of talking about. We saw the handstand for a good 45 seconds. Like he was there for
fucking he was doing the bicycle kicks in the air.
Yeah,
I've been practicing them. I'm married. Put her in a headlock. And when I get back down, I'm like, all day!
He did the handstand on TV for 5 seconds, so it was way more impressive for us, because the motherfucker there was forever on there.
Yeah.
Like, he held that for a grip.
He was doing sit-ups.
Yep, he did the sit-ups. That wasn't on the air either. Really good match everywhere. Fucking Cole. He did a fucking famouser.
Did you like that?
And then 8 seconds later called it a zigzag.
He called it a zigzag.
What a dumbass.
And then he beats him with the zigzag, and he calls it a zigzag.
Yeah.
So he knows the fucking move.
He just has no clue.
God damn! Why do you ruin the easy stuff like that? It just gets to me.
Yeah, he just doesn't know. He's oblivious.
We haven't seen a super kick in how long, guys? Forever.
He's saving it.
That's exactly what I'm thinking.
He's saving it.
He's saving that for Mania. He's going to use that to get the belt off of Del Rio.
Because, I mean, and then he's gonna use that as like a finisher. You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
to actually put people away with a move.
Yeah. His fucking moveset's amazing.
He's just like
He has so many good
like,
stuff on
excuse me while I mark out, but he's
Yeah.
just like he's just the man.
there. DDT, fucking famouser.
And he's really good on the mic,
Everything.
and that was the one thing, like, when he was starting to get his push, everyone's like, I don't know about him on the mic. He's really good. His whole posse that he's got going on is
Yeah.
fucking...
I think that whole WWE download gave him a lot of, like,
Credibility.
practice and shit, because he did that for so long. Like, you were saying off on, like, in the dark match, we were talking, just how smart he is. Like, he isn't just a regular nobody. Like, the guy can excuse me. The guy knows what he's talking about. He's an intelligent dude, and he's fucking hilarious. So, yeah, I like him. He's well-rounded everywhere. Really, really good stuff. And what was the first thing I told you, Dick, when we fucking got to that arena? I was like, gotta look for one thing as soon as we take our seats.
Damn disco ball.
You gotta look up.
Find the
See
disco
if the
ball.
disco ball's there.
Because you know what's going to happen if the disco ball's there. And sure enough,
We sat down, looked up, there it was.
yep, my boy Sweet Tea was going to make an appearance.
Jeez.
So, I was ready.
You're ready, and he got some pants on finally.
Now he has a new outfit now. He has the
It
fucking...
looks like Albert again.
He got the album
Yeah.
and put the fucking writing on him. Took him an extra week to stitch those on or something. And he's going to face off against Fandango in this match. And
Fandango.
that shit never happened again. So...
Again. Same old shit.
He sounds so... Tensai sounds so Asian. Hey, Fandango, get out here.
Oh yeah, and he talks. So
Yeah,
all
no
over.
promo,
Like, can
man.
he just take the damn Asian off? It's so stupid.
I like the Asian mustache that he's had fucking ever.
Oh, it's so awful.
The Fu Manchu.
Like, part of me thinks that you don't actually like him. You just like saying that you like him. But then the other part of me's like,
I think
no,
he really
I think he likes
does.
him.
I think he really does.
Like, oh god, if they had like, I could see him coming out with a T-shirt that has like a bottle of sweet tea on it, and it's got like Tensai approved or some shit on it. You come into work wearing it on your off day,
Probably would.
I'll kick you right in the damn chin. Piece of shit.
Excuse me for 1 second, miss. Fucking super kick.
You don't have to get T-shirts because you like people. Shawn Michaels had the worst T-shirts ever.
God, he had horrible t-shirts.
He did. I never bought any of them except the DX ones where it said "World's Largest Member"
Yeah.
on the tank, and then the one where I had a zip-up hoodie with them like in the front. It had them like bent over on the back. They were mooning them
Oh yeah.
like it was the little cartoon ones. Fucking Shawn Michaels always had like terrible T-shirts. I remember when I was a kid, I had a T-shirt that said "Boyhood Dream," and I was just kind of like, it's kind of freaky. It's kind of a weird thing to be walking around with. And he's just on the front, like, you know, showing his stupid arm tattoo. I don't have to like everything about him just because I'm the biggest Michaels mark ever.
Yeah.
So there's no
Agreed.
need for you to be this big on Sweet Tea.
Let me have my time.
Another couple months.
Yeah, you know he's gonna be on TV for a month. Have a dance off WrestleMania and call it a day.
Oh my god, you know what's going to happen.
Yep.
It'll be
That's
a
it.
dance-off between Fandango, who I don't think Johnny Curtis can really dance because he looks like he can hardly walk in that gimmick.
They had like the backstage fallout, and the girl was dancing, and he started dancing, and he just stopped. Like he's never even fucking done it. Like,
No, you can tell he's totally uncomfortable. I bet he goes home and just like loads a gun and just looks at it after he's drinking a fifth of vodka, and he's like,
do it.
I can't do it. That is inappropriate.
No. It's inappropriate.
Speaking of Fandango, Dick's a pretty big Fandango mark too, though. He likes it.
That's another one. I can't tell if he really likes him or.
Yeah,
I'm down with Fandango.
At least you guys know if I like somebody, it's because I do. Because I only like 3 people in the world.
You know, we like giving off that illusion. You know, you make up your mind. That's
Yeah.
what it is.
Yeah. If you would have told me that, let's say 2 months in the past, and like, what would you hope to happen at fucking Monday Night Raw? I mean, there's plenty of great things that could happen. You know, fucking you can see Taker, you can see fucking
A title
Stone Cold,
change
a title-
somehow.
You can see a Money in the Bank cash in.
You could see Tensai turning babyface.
Exactly, a lot of great things. But if you were to tell me the fucking New Age Outlaws would be in a wrestling match, fucking Raw, like, nah. I mean, I would love to see Billy, but I'm not gonna get my hopes up.
You got your hopes up for him at the Rumble, and it didn't
Yeah.
happen. So I think that was when you were like, well, never gonna happen.
Yeah, and we saw him last week, and we fucking saw him this week. So I was fucking hyped. This promo that they did before this match, the fucking Road Scholars, they did a
Fucking
spoof of the.
Great.
That shit was spot on, dude. That was
Yep.
hilarious.
Amazing. And then Rhodes went through it perfect.
Yeah,
And
dude,
he's
no
going
lifts,
fast,
nothing.
no stumble. Perfect.
People assume that he can't talk because he has a slight speech impediment.
Because of his dad. Let's just face it.
Dusty Rhodes, baby. I wonder, dude, Scalzetti, we got like we were talking about Cody Rhodes, and he's like, "Have you seen Cody Rhodes' real girl?" Because there was like that segment with one of the Bella twins. He's like, and I'm like, "Yeah, she's fucking hot." He's like, "Wonder what the American Dream thinks about her because she's black." He's like, "Nah, baby, like, can't be bring those home, baby." It was bad, dude.
What about Sapphire? I'm pretty sure he don't mind that.
Oh, the American Dream. What's up, baby?
Super solid promo. And then fucking,
Yeah.
my favorite line of this, though, was before, once Road Dogg came out and they did the whole intro, he said something really, really cool that was kind of like, it was a good touch, but it wasn't even like nowhere near overdone. He just said, "Lord have mercy, this one's for you, Percy." I thought that was fucking really, really cool. Because, I mean, as everybody says, they fucking loved him. Like, he was just an amazing person, period. And we fucking popped. Like, that was the loudest I think I heard that building, was when they were out there.
Yeah.
Like, we were so fucking... I got a fucking...
Lightheaded.
Yes,
Lightheaded,
lightheaded. Like, I was, like, speechless. I fucking did the whole... ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. So I did that shit so fucking loud. I was like, tired myself out. It was super...
And then we're standing, so it almost felt like you had to fall down. That's how lightheaded you got.
Yeah. So all I need now in this fucking match is see a famous and I can go home happy, right? That didn't happen.
You saw Ziggler's.
Yeah, I did see
You
one.
did see one.
I did see one. It was a damn good one, by the way.
I'm not gonna lie, man. When we were there and I heard that fucking guitar riff, I fucking went ape shit. I was like, really? Fucking, is this shit happening?
I immediately looked and I saw fucking Eric's like chin to the fucking ground.
Yeah.
Like,
I
what?
did not expect it. And then I also looked straight behind the ring to Lesnar guy who was there.
Lesnar guy, if he had an ounce of muscle on his body, it would have just exploded his t-shirt because he was so hyped. And that t-shirt's got to be withering away.
Yeah.
It's the only one he's ever been photographed in.
Yeah.
And he's taking pictures with Vince. He's taking pictures with Triple H. I think with Brock, I would hope so. I mean, Jesus.
Yeah.
Even CM Punk at some like fan forum had him like stand up and do it. And
Yeah.
CM Punk was just loving
Yeah,
it.
he was.
And like, oh dude, like I wonder what his back workout is. Like I'm gonna make a workout called Lesnar Guy. I just grab some dumbbells. I'm like dun 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 dun. My back will be shredded. He was so hyped, and I was screaming out the whole time.
Yeah,
Like, to get his attention.
Lesnar guy
Brock
chant.
Lesnar.
And the dad in front of me kept turning around, and I was just like, you know what, motherfucker, you know, stay here with your 5-year-old, your 5 kids that you can't control.
Control your fucking kid. Don't worry about me.
Oh, speaking of that kid, oh my god, this gal's corrupted him.
If any man can do it, you know he can.
Oh boy.
We'll get later to that, because he'll say that for when that time comes, but, yeah, Brock comes out, fucking F5s, both the New Age Outlaws, which fucking suck. But it is what it is.
Yeah,
It worked out well.
That bump very well.
If you watch the tape, it looks fine.
Yeah, they get paid a lot of money to make shit look good.
Yeah, well, they did a good job.
You know, Case won the Sin Cara Swagger match.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Yeah, it was playing stupid.
That looked like shit live.
It
It did.
It's pretty cool though. Thinking about the idea that Brock needs to get to Triple H, he's gonna get through DX to get to him.
That completely
So that was pretty cool.
surprised me.
Yeah.
I didn't think about it until he got in that ring. Like, yeah.
Makes sense. Making the connections. But this kind of got me thinking, guys. Like, fucking tag team is in shambles, right? What would happen if the New Age Outlaws came back just to get this thing going again? You know what I mean? Like, give them the titles, and then I'm not saying like making a long ass run, but start getting some energy.
You need to put
back
someone
in this.
new over.
Right.
So if they get the titles and then lose again to like Team Hell No or like someone like the only purpose to put like Star Power or a Nostalgia Act like that into that kind of division would just to be like hype it up and put someone over.
Right.
Like Rhodes Scholars, like I mean, as established as Cody Rhodes is, like he hasn't seen the top of the seen the top of the mountain, whereas Kane and Daniel Bryan were world champions before.
Exactly.
But you need to put someone over because that's Damian Sandow's only hope. Because if Rhodes Scholars doesn't get put over and become tag team champions, he's going to fall into obscurity.
I agree. I think that would be pretty cool, though, to get some energy in by just putting them, and I agree 1,000% what you were saying. Like, I'm not saying get them in for a long title run or anything. Like, get them in, get some competition going, and then have them put somebody over.
The best thing about the tag team division should be the fact that the titles change hands all the time. That's why so many people are like 5- and 7-time tag team champions.
Yeah.
Like in the 90s, like think about it. Edge, Christian, the Dudleys.
Hardys.
The Hardys, New Age Outlaws. Like all those guys are at least 5-time champions. Like there's not year-long title reigns or even like sometimes month-long title reigns.
Yeah.
Like keep the division exciting by changing the titles all the time.
Right.
You need a deep.
And quit putting Kofi Kingston in the goddamn tag team division and giving him the championship.
Yeah. Not only that, but you need a deep division, man. They got nothing right now. They got primetime players,
Yep.
the Usos, which they don't fucking show
They
at all.
don't fucking use.
Primo and Epico, who lose in fucking handicap matches.
But they were champions, apparently.
But
Yeah, credibility.
they got nothing going on. And when they do have a tag, when they have a perfect tag team, they just get fucking squashed by hell no. So it's like there's.
Yeah.
I'm hoping. I would love for the Outlaws to put over the Road Scholars, but I don't know. Part of me is also thinking though that this whole New Age Outlaws thing was just a one-off.
Yeah, I think it would. I think it would be something like that. But I'm just thinking, like, what can they do to take it further?
Hey, someone tweeted, I think it was your boy Kip, said that you won't see this isn't the last you've seen of the New Age Outlaws, so maybe they'll carry it on to WrestleMania.
Maybe.
Who knows?
Yeah, maybe they do like a 3-way tag or something.
They need to do something like
Yeah.
a 16 tag or something like that.
Yeah.
They could pull something like that off at WrestleMania.
Right, and it would work.
It would. And those are usually some of the most exciting matches, like the Money in the Bank matches were some of the best matches at WrestleMania.
Yep, agreed. Anybody else excited about the Henry Ryback feud starting? Yeah, neither was I. I was just hoping one of you were.
Because they shouldn't wrestle until WrestleMania, and now they're going to fucking wrestle on SmackDown.
I don't think that's going to happen, though.
I think it's
going to be a stare down.
So, I think something will happen, and like one gets jumped, or like the Shield breaks it up, or something like that. Like
yeah. Ryback's hungry and he wants his chocolate cake, I heard. That's
it's sexual chocolate.
Dark meat. Wait, nah, I don't know about that one.
Yeah.
Meat on the table, man. I said dark meat on the
So
table.
fucking Henry and Ryback are both on this show and they just obliterate. But I've never seen a fucking squash like fucking Drew McIntyre squash.
God.
He was passing back and forth.
I think my favorite thing out of this whole thing was when you look at the 3MB there, yeah, Slater got his ass beat. Threw him out. McIntyre is getting his ass fucking handed to him. Finisher after finisher after finisher. And Jinder Mahal's just outside. He's like, I ain't fucking with this. I'm not getting involved in this.
He was just a cleanup guy. He was
The
not pick up the body.
You know what?
Hey, I'm just glad you didn't touch Mike.
That, thank God.
Good point.
True.
So, fucking McIntyre got demolished. But I think my favorite out of those two things in their matches was fucking Kofi getting like fucking 5 fucking stories of air.
Yeah.
Jumping and Henry just catching him like halfway across the fucking ring.
Yeah.
It's impressive.
And it wasn't just a little jump that, I think he did a jump and Cesaro caught him and neutralized him. This was, he launched and got air.
Dude, he was there for a good while, and fucking Henry didn't even flinch. He's like, whoop. No.
Correct.
I mean, we know he's stupid strong. Like that's a given. But to go that high and like
It's not like he's just picking up that amount of weight because Kofi's you got to be like 220, something in there.
Right.
He'd be like 230 if he had real pecs. But like he's got to be around like 210, 220. And the fact that he was that high up in the air.
That force, yeah.
Yep. And then he just caught him and didn't even like buckle. Caught him.
Yep.
It's like it was Evan Bourne. Like I could do that as Evan Bourne.
That's your boy too.
Oh, I hate him. He throws those peace signs up in the air and that stupid ass entrance music.
That poor guy. I like his theme.
I know
Hold on
you
a
do.
second.
I know you
You
do.
threw that shit in there just to get that low blow.
Exactly.
I think that
Come
fucking
at me
thing
about
is
Fozzie and the Sci-Fi Channel. I'm right back. I had a few in the back pocket. I'm like
tying up loose ends, man.
this motherfucker. All right, I'll get him. I'll get him.
I got some.
I'm gonna take you back.
So the entire time we're watching this stuff, man, I'm not gonna lie to you. I was like, I gotta pee really fucking bad. Like a half an hour in, I had to piss bad. And I was like, when is this fucking Demon match gonna start? Because I gotta go back.
Yeah, me too.
I was like,
I tried buying a beer. They stopped selling at 9:30. I was like, there's gotta be a fucking Divas match in there or something. I should have went there in that sweet tea segment.
and Miss Sweet Tea,
God.
I couldn't leave. Fandango came out. I had to stay in my seat.
Yep.
Not even my seat. I was standing.
Did you notice, by the way, that Fandango's accent was different too? It wasn't even the same accent from last week. He fucking did a different one.
His accent is just creepy guy. I feel like he's a creepy guy in real life.
He needs to do that shit though. Like use him for that.
Yeah, they could have. He should have been a part of Shield.
He would have been pretty good.
As Fandango.
He just comes out in
God, his vest has like floral fucking pattern, leopard print.
Then he's just feel like
A rose.
there's the gay badass.
Don Flamenco from fucking Punch Out, man.
I love
it.
I like it. Speaking of divas, though, the fucking Bella Twins were back. They had a backstage.
One of them got some new tits.
Yeah, they look. Yeah, the backstage fucking, which kind of makes sense because Cody Rhodes is talking to Caitlyn, which I found out that her breasts aren't real; they're implants. They kind of ruined my whole Caitlyn thing.
But like, are you shocked or just upset? Because like, you really can't be shocked.
I'm not shocked at all.
Those are some warlocks, man.
Yeah,
she's gonna have some lower back problems.
Yeah, I'm not shocked at all. I'm just upset.
Actually, no, she probably deadlifts like twice what I deadlift. She used to be a bodybuilder. Or a lifter or something like that.
Yeah, she was.
That jawline, something. She's got an extra chromosome, I think.
Those Botox up lips, dude. I can't do it.
I think
there you go.
Am I pretty?
That's the ugliest face you ever made.
Exactly. That's what I keep telling you. That's why Caitlyn's like.
My favorite thing with the whole Cody Rhodes Caitlyn thing is Sandow just coming in and always either cock blocking and like, no, he's mine. It's just fucking hilarious to me. Like, she's holding a bottle of water, he comes in, he's like, oh, Cody, have big knees. Oh, thanks, I'm parched. And just takes her water. I'm like, that's good.
But what did he say? He was like, I found this much more adequate company or something.
Yeah, like,
and I was like, oh, who's fancy? Who's it going to be? And it's the Bells. Like, oh yeah, Bella Twins are really, yeah, they're clean.
D-Bry and John Cena are like, no, they're not.
Best thing, another good thing about that shit was after, the segment's done, Daniel Bryan tweets out, he's like, I'm gonna punch Cody Rhodes in the face.
Damn, he did.
He tweeted one, he's like, one, I'm mad Kane didn't come and help me out during my match. Two, I'm gonna punch Cody Rhodes in the face.
Pretty good.
It was funny.
I missed that.
Dazzler. He is the shit. He needs a fucking haircut, though.
Oh, God.
Maybe he's saving for St. Baldrick's. That's what I'm doing. Me and Gentry are saving up for it.
I like it.
I'm gonna walk in there and be like, oh, no one wants that.
Put it in that bio.
They're like, oh, thanks. They just fucking burn it. Jesus. How old are you, 40?
I think, and then what else came from that segment was Vicky came out and like, your date's gonna have to wait because you guys gotta tag match later because you got cut short, so you're gonna have to go against, wait for it, Sheamus and Randy Orton.
Yeah. Wasn't expecting that at all.
Which they said on
Randy Orton?
They said on the show, I think somebody tweeted out that they called them the Celtic Vipers. I'm like, alright, I kind of dig it.
No.
Come on, man.
Anything with Lauren as a face off that.
As long as they didn't say Team Celtic Vipers, putting team in front of fucking everything that irritates the shit out of me.
Here's the thing that gets me before we even get to that match is like the Divas division is in pure shambles. It was even worse than what it was before, and they let all this talent go, and I don't know what the fuck they were thinking about letting them all go. And now you hear on the rumor mill like fucking like Vince is just like talking to everybody again and offering more money now, like trying to get them to buy in. And apparently the Bells were the first one signed, so apparently they didn't need much to come back.
No.
Yeah. First offer
took off.
Yeah, I'll take it.
They're like probably on the set of a porn. That's causing me like, thank God, let's get out of here. This didn't turn out.
And one of them actually said to Caitlyn when she said, like, I thought you guys were fired. They're like, well, we're back, and with the state of this sorry Divas division, it's a good thing we are. Damn.
Yeah. Supposedly they're also talking to Karma coming back too, because she never did anything. Apparently she's looking to come back in.
Never mind.
Well, she had a lot of issues when she came in. She got pregnant, lost a baby or something.
Right, yeah,
so,
she had a lot of stuff on there.
Oh, man, that's sad.
But her Rumble appearance was awesome. So, and I heard she's really good. Like, in terms of in the ring stuff, she can do some pretty good stuff.
She's like the female Mark Henry. She's impressive, man.
I listened.
The Divas could use that. Her and Snuka together just being monsters. That would be
But think about it this way, too. Like, you're thinking, oh man, the Divas need all this. And like, well, you fucking have AJ, which is really, really good.
But this is the thing with AJ. They don't like AJ because she's so small that, like, she can't take a bump. Yeah. Because, like, the ring doesn't even make a sound.
She weighs like 100 pounds, maybe.
Yeah.
My thing with
She's
the
tiny.
divas, I say it, I think every time we talk about it, what's wrong with Natalia?
They have
There you
talent. They have
go.
some talent, but they have nothing with it.
They're doing the whole diva search, and they're just trying to find pretty faces and let's teach them how to wrestle. As opposed, you got the women that know how to, and they just happen to be beautiful too.
Right.
They're just looks first, talent second.
My whole idea is that, look, I don't like the divas. I don't watch it because I want to see them wrestle. But if you're gonna have it as a segment, it better be damn good. Like, I don't want you to half-ass it. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't throw it in there to try to get like the little girls involved and also the bullshit. Like, get it in there and make it stand out. Like, the product needs to look good in all shapes, in my view. You know what I mean? That's the whole idea that I see it as. Is why do you even have it then? And rumor has it that fucking Triple H, once he gets all rings, he's like, well, fuck that. I don't want it anymore. Get rid of it.
Because it's awful. It's pointless.
Yeah.
Pro wrestling. In all honesty, like I know they want to be like a universal product and be able to get like females involved and stuff like that. But like that's what Randy Orton's for. But, like, in all honesty, did you like the high pitched shrieking when he came out? Like I was like, Anthony, calm down.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
unreal.
He's so fucking loud when he comes out. It's ridiculous.
He's jacked up. He
Every
is.
time.
He's like someone just chiseled him out of stone. Like he is just something else.
As long as he doesn't get that old haircut back, I'm good.
You mean the hair off? Like there was no hair.
Yeah.
It looked awful. And that was right after he got busted for juice too, so he got all shriveled up.
Ugh,
He just looks sick.
it was horrible. That match we had Cena, like the hour-long match or the Iron Man match he had with him, impressive, but I couldn't stop looking how bad he was. Like, ugh, I don't want to see this.
His heel look, man.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
like they throw a beanie on the Big Show and make
Turn you face.
they're like, all right, Orton, go to the barbers, turn your heel. That was my Michael Hayes impression.
that was decent.
I liked it.
He needs to go to the fucking barber too.
Blech.
That goofy ass long hair. That guy's so full of himself too. Whenever you
Oh,
watch
yeah.
wrestling
He's a
DVD,
fucking
he's like,
genius. Apparently.
when something doesn't take off, he's like, I knew that wasn't gonna work.
Yeah.
And when something takes off, he's like, I told Vince, this guy has it. And it's like, dude, I always hear that this guy's just the biggest prick. Like people who worked for him and then like left the company are like, yeah, that guy's an idiot.
Yeah.
Like that's why Vince McMahon struggles because he surrounds himself with like guys like Michael Hayes and fucking John Laurinaitis.
Yeah. Exactly.
He's supposed to be coming back too to TV.
Yeah, I heard that too. I don't know how I think about that.
It's not terrible.
I don't know if I think I'd rather have him than Vicky.
Yeah, Vicky's rough. Vicky's not even a heel anymore. She's
I
a face.
don't know what the fuck she is.
She's
She's
there.
So we were all on the same page that we thought Zev and Swagger started off pretty racist, but kind of calmed it down a bit and didn't go too racist. They were kind of like, we hate everybody, not just the Mexican people. No, they're pretty racist.
That's pretty bad.
Yeah.
That was some awkward shit, man.
Yeah.
And they went on for what? Like 5 minutes of just pure like. I mean, I was a little taken aback by the Mexican jumping bean comment. I'm like, oh my.
It was so
Freaking
fucking
Lord.
long. That promo was ridiculous. It was horrible. And
Well, I mean, like it was one-sided. What the fuck was Sin Cara gonna say?
I don't know.
He's like, you managed to, make a living over in the United States, but don't learn English. And Sin Cara should have been like, I know English, but instead he's like, see. I was like, yeah, I guess.
I think I said that. I think I whispered that to you during the entire. It's like you stand there, you don't learn our language. I was like, the motherfucker doesn't even talk. I don't.
Yeah.
What the fuck ever.
But I'm pretty sure he doesn't know English. And that's like half the
could-
problem why some of his matches are so bad.
But the good thing's Ray's mentoring him. Ray's taking him under his wing. He'll be
Okay,
fine.
taking him under his knee.
My knee.
Fucking Ray.
That poor Ray.
Oh, he's done forever.
He is.
I don't know, well,
has to be.
if they're trying to make Swagger be, everyone's gonna hate him. They're trying really hard at that, which they're also trying really hard for us to love Del Rio, which we saw while we were there.
Oh God.
Dude, as you guys know, I like Del Rio. I think he's a good face. I'm behind him. It helps that he's Mexican too, I'm not gonna lie to you. That fucking Titantron with the Mexican flag, I dig that shit a lot. But we're waiting for the match to start, and we're like, okay, there are commercials or whatever. Fucking on the Titantron comes Ricardo Rodriguez, and this is where I just lost it. Because I was ready to announce Alberto once he did it. But on the fucking Timetron, Ricardo's like, God, what did he say? He said, oh, I'm about to announce Alberto. I want to play a little game with you. I was like, what the fuck's going on? He's like,
their jigsaw.
yeah. He's like, when I announce Alberto, I'm going to announce him like this or whatever. I want you to do it longer than me. And I was like, you really are asking people to pop for you? Like, that's what you're doing nowadays? You're asking for people to cheer and fucking mimic you? Like, you're not Ryback. I don't want you to start your own chants. Let me do my own thing. Like, you need to gain the popularity of that face. It just fucking ripped me. Like, the fucking scowls was jabbing me the entire time. He's like, why don't you say it? What did he say? Like, he's like, what did you do? Like, no. I'm like, no.
What's he saying?
Yeah. I was like, I'm not fucking doing it. Like, I'm done. Like, I'm not gonna do the fucking chant now that he ruined everything.
Yeah. Like you said, he told you to pop for him.
Yeah, he begged for it.
Like, I want you to see if you can, say Alberto Del Rio longer than me. So everyone, let's do it together. Like a big happy family.
And of course, all the kids were digging it.
And I get that, and I always look at it as the universal product, like what everybody else wants to, beyond just, us and our age group. But, like, God, that was so, like, that's sad. And
that's heartbreaking
pitiful.
to you.
Yeah,
it really you're watching it at home. You don't realize it. You think people are really seriously cheering and chanting along with what Ricardo's saying. The fact that you're there live and you see him fucking try his best to get the crowd into it, that almost, like you said, that you lost a little bit for him right there.
Yep, he lost a lot. He faced Cesaro on Raw, which I thought was a really good match too.
Yeah,
I digged it. But Cesaro, I got nothing going on now, apparently. He can't beat anybody anymore. Which is pretty sad. The fucking cross-arm breaker didn't even get locked in again, and he was already tapping. He was fucking ready to go. He was ready to get out of that fucking ring. And then we heard his catchphrase that he now has, born in Mexico, made in America. Which, I'm not sure if you noticed, but the back of his tattoo says Hecho en Mexico. It says made in Mexico. So it doesn't really, I get it. You have this new tagline for the fucking tattoo behind your back says that you're made in Mexico.
We don't know that.
Yeah. So.
I just thought it was a bad tattoo.
Which one? The fucked up eagle? I don't know what that is.
That eagle that looks like a fucking crescent moon?
I thought it was like a Sailor Moon tattoo. I'm like, maybe like Sailor Moon.
Why not?
They're gonna hold it against him, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That doesn't help out at all.
Bad tattoos running amok in the WWE. Like fucking Kofi Kingston's, God bless his soul, but brother, you're just way too black to have tattoos.
It's like our truth.
Same thing. I didn't know he had tattoos.
Mm-mm.
And like Kofi's are like the wings that are supposed to be on his back. Like if you look at him, it just looks like just black. There's no detail to him. It's just black.
It's true.
So like, there's bad tattoos. He's got bad tattoos.
Yeah.
Fucking Orton used to have bad tattoos.
Wow, good.
Those
Those
were awful. That was a good job.
Yeah.
That's all. This is like warning, I'm a douche. I got tribal all over my shit. I don't even know what it means.
Bad. Now it looks. I'm not a fan of tattoos at all. I think they're nasty. I don't know, but they look damn good. I think Orton makes that shit work really well.
Yeah, Orton's and Punks are really good.
Yeah.
Punks are all cool because they all mean stuff.
Yeah.
Like he's got the swamp thing, and then he's also got Luck is for Losers, which I think is awesome. Like if I didn't think it would be so cheesy, like I would get something like that. But he's got a bunch of cool shit. Obviously, everyone knows about the Pepsi and the Cobra Commander and stuff like that. But
I didn't know he had the ones like when he closes his fist like this, like he interlocks. It says romance on it. I've never seen that.
He's got ones that say drug free too.
Yeah, like on these knuckles.
Oh yeah, like right here.
It says romance on it. I never even seen that. Yeah. So yeah, I think they're pretty neat on that side too.
But there's some bad ones out there.
There's too many bad ones. Imagine a Sheamus got a fucking tattoo.
Terrible.
That shit would fucking stand out like no other.
Stand out. It would be like
see it like
you'd be like scrubbing your TV. Be like, what the fuck?
He's got the perfect skin to get color though. That shit'll pop.
Yeah.
But yeah.
If he had sleeves, he'd look pretty tough.
Yeah.
Instead, he's got a goofy goatee and he bleaches or like dyes his hair.
Yeah.
My dad's redhead. My dad was watching. He's like, "There's no way that dude's hair color is that color."
Yeah.
I'm like, "Thank you, Dad." From one ginge to another.
Yeah.
Tell you what, though, the kids fucking love him. That pop
Dude, they were
was...
loud.
That kid in front of us, I thought he was going to put himself in cardiac arrest.
He was pounding
chest so hard.
the shit out of his chest.
Dude, he was like snapping his elbow and stuff. I was like, this kid is going to hurt himself.
I go to see what shirt he's wearing. Like,
It said, kick his arse, fella. That's what it is.
Is that what his
That's
shirt
what it said? Yeah.
Yeah, I just thought it was green.
I mean,
was
he was pounding the shit out of his chest, like when people don't do arm curls the right way, he's just swinging the arm like fucking I'm lifting this shit, man.
Yeah, he looked like he was seasoned in front of
Oh,
Dude, he went for a
man.
grip. He was
No,
fucking...
dude, he didn't stop until like the match was over.
That poor kid's gonna have bruises. And
Yeah.
I hope he doesn't go to a fucking physical because they're gonna think his parents beat him with those fucking bruises that he
He
did.
was going down that
Self-inflicted.
shit.
Kids love him some Sheamus.
Yeah.
As big as Pop, one of the biggest ones.
Yeah, I wasn't expecting that at all to have fucking Sheamus. But like we were talking earlier, it was like a good amount of kids that show. A large amount of kids.
You heard the kids.
Hillbillies.
The kids popping.
Yeah, they were pretty upset about the
beer not being
rule.
sold at 9:30. There's a guy in an American flag bandana in front of me. I was walking back and Dick was like, "Are we gonna get a beer?" I was like, "Nah, dude, they stopped selling beer at 9:30." And then the guy walked past me. He's like, "I know it's fucking bullshit." I was like, "Oh."
Like, that's the problem in America these days.
Yep.
They're like, oh shit, Zeb.
He's like, "We the people."
We also saw fucking Orton and Sheamus tag against Road Scars. You were saying earlier
Yeah.
they had their match. I barely watched it. I know there was an RKO.
Yeah, it was
somewhere.
cool.
The ending was nice. The ending was really good.
That RKO is just like, that's the finisher, man.
I like it.
That is. That's the best finisher in
Way better
in
than
wrestling right
current.
Okay,
And
well,
right-
I say,
and
I don't
wrestling
think you're
right
gonna say your super kick.
Wait,
Take that out.
Way better than the diamond.
now. No, until
Whoa, let's not get crazy.
the ace cutter, though.
That's where it's at.
Oh, okay.
But no, I like, until Ziggler starts using super kick. Because the RKO to me is just like, it's like the stunner. It's just like, I hate to be like Michael Cole, but he just pops it out of nowhere.
It's always out of nowhere.
It was that, and he just snuck in there.
I think I said, Dick showed me a meme that was Keanu Reeves. He's like, what if RKO out of nowhere is the actual name of the move?
Yeah.
That's so calling
Good
it.
stuff. One of the best bumps that night was that fucking bro kick, dude. He got that shit good.
Well, yeah, because someone went for a clothesline. Sheamus ducked out of the way. RKO, and then bro kicks the other guy. It was a really good finish, but just like
filler match. And on the good thing though we saw was the Shield fucking
during
go
the
through
commercial break,
during the
they
commercial
came out
break,
and
yeah.
attacked. Yeah.
I'm pretty sure that was on Raw Active. I mean, we weren't on it.
I think
so
it was,
more likely
yeah.
it was. But yeah, the Shield goes through them, of course, building up more to the WrestleMania match. Like I was saying earlier, I'm pretty sure it's going to be them two and then Big Show, and they're going to have to turn his ass face in order to do it. So we'll see. How will you guys react if the fucking Shield loses to them, though?
At Mania, too.
To them
man.
three.
No.
Like, at WrestleMania.
I'll be shocked.
I'd be fucking pissed.
But I would be pissed in a way of, as a fan, I'm remembering what happened in past pay-per-views. I would be pissed to know that Sheamus, Ryback, and Cena couldn't beat them.
Right.
But Sheamus, Randy Orton, and the Big Show can.
But did you know the Big Show now has the fist now?
He does have that.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's dangerous.
Alright, yeah.
Miracle this man made it that far without his right hand.
Jeez.
This show, this part of the show kind of upset me too, because they're recuperating from the attack from Rollins and Reigns and Ambrose. Fucking Sheamus got hit by a car, like he could not get up, like it was fucking done. But fucking Orton gets up, like, oh, I got a fucking headache. Like,
Yeah. Fucking Rollins gave him the knee.
Yeah, he was like, you gotta get, fucking didn't sell shit. I was like, God damn it, Randy. Like, I know you don't want to be doing this whole face thing, bro, but just fucking sell for me.
That's what I think Roto said it. He's like, I'm not selling it till I turn heel.
Fuck. Yeah. Speaking of like the spots that really kind of threw the show down under, this had to be the worst part of it all. And no offense to you, Dick, because The Miz was the centerfold or the main point of this fucking segment. But the end of the show towards the end with Wade, Jericho, and fucking Miz was really, really painful.
I think the best part of that the best part of it was me marking out for Miz.
Yeah, you were the loud one there.
Dude, my eyes were fucking so, like, once I heard awesome, my eyes got fucking shut so tight, and I did my little, Miz hand gestures, and I don't remember what the fuck happened after
That was not a Y2J friendly crowd, though.
No.
They did not like Y2J. I kept trying to start chants, and everyone's like, "Who's he?" I'm like, "Grow the fuck up."
I think I think that's what killed the fucking segment. The crowd was just
They having the Geratron 5000.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then Brad Maddox still going on script is like, "Get the Geratron out of there," and they're like, "It's gone already, Brad." He's
Yeah.
like,
I know that. No, I liked it.
And then because like Jericho looks at King and he went like this, like, "What the fuck is up with this dude?"
Yeah.
What a jabroni.
They didn't even, on TV, they didn't show that side at all.
They didn't show the
It was
Geratron
Jericho
at all.
saying, monkeys roll the clip or whatever. They never even showed it on TV that the TV was there to begin with.
And that the TV wasn't working. They didn't show it at all. So.
Yeah. So we saw it. They didn't see any of it.
And it's a shame because the segment actually had some good lines. Some really good lines, but it just kept dragging on
dragged
and on
so
and on.
long.
Like Jericho telling Barrett that, I helped you. I was your coach in the first season of NXT. Like, you're just a 2-time, but I'm 9. I'm about to make it 10.
Yeah.
And Miz, when he wasn't flubbing his lines, told Barrett, the only reason you're out here showing clips of the movie you're barely even in is to cover up the fact you haven't won a match in weeks. I'm like, damn, it's
also
true. But it just kept going. Then Maddox came out, and I liked what he was saying. If it didn't keep rambling on and on and on.
He takes forever to talk.
That's it. Yeah. He took for.
He has some pretty cool personality. He has like that cheesy, like funny. I like it.
He reminds me of Bischoff.
Yeah.
Yeah. I can see
that.
The fucking smile.
Yeah.
I like him a lot, but just it. He said he just took forever.
They fucking ran out of ideas to use him anywhere, and fucking Vince like, well, just have him help Vicky now. Like,
but Cole was
ruined
fucking
it.
brutal.
On TV.
Woo, brutal, saying this is the worst segment in the history of Raw. Obviously, he doesn't watch Diva matches either.
Yeah.
But
he said it before I did a match before, too.
Well,
he said it during that
Vegas
Vegas
watch segments that he's been in.
Yeah.
Like some of the times where he had a storyline. Oh, God, he's awful.
But, he said that. Like, can we please go to commercial? End this? What? Like, oh, my jeez, Cole.
What about them Jericho fucking trunks, though?
Those Jericho trunks were
amazing. We were sitting out there blinding. They were sparkling everywhere.
He's been coming out with new trunks every week, too.
He kind of sucks as a face, though. I love Jericho just as much as the next guy. He's a terrible face.
You don't like his face?
Cheesy.
I like it. I like the cheesiness out of it.
Yeah. What came out of it, though, is, they're bitching about who deserves to be a champ, and Maddox, after 5 minutes, finally told them next week Barrett will face whoever wins between Miz and Jericho, so...
Yep. Which wasn't of course, there wasn't a fucking winner, so we're going to see a triple threat.
And I was so scared. Ryder, Kevin's got Ryder, a win.
Yep.
Ziggler, a win. And I'm just
Billy Gunn.
No,
go to Scouts. Go to
yeah,
Scouts.
okay, alright, let's get there.
But Randy Orton
win.
Yep.
And then I'm here wearing my I'm awesome fucking, champion jersey shirt, and I'm just like... Oh, well, you guys all got your wins out of the way. I guess it's time for me to lose, going against Jericho. And it's funny is I jumped up, showing off my shirt, and then the second I hear you're going to face Jericho, I'm like, well, I'm about to take this fucking shirt off now. He's losing. But yeah, no winner. And I guess they announced it on Raw, triple threat match next week.
I don't think it goes anywhere. I think this will be another WrestleMania match, too. I don't think it'll go anywhere. I think he'll help build this up a little further, and I think Miz will get that belt, which I thought he was going to go with U.S. belt, but I think Miz will get Intercontinental.
I don't know. I can see Jericho going against Barrett.
It'd be cool if Jericho got the belt, made the belt worthwhile.
Yeah.
That's what they need to do. They need to start putting titles on stars to because they've gotten to the point where there's only one belt that's even worth anything. Even the world heavyweight. I mean, they're really trying to build Del Rio.
Yeah.
And
super hard.
I'm gonna be hyped when Ziggler's champion, but I mean, in all honesty, he's not like that bona fide star yet.
Yeah.
I mean, Jericho's established. I mean, he's already got the most Intercontinental Championships. Might as well throw another one on him.
Yeah, make it a nice run.
He puts on good matches still. He's still a workhorse, so I don't know. I don't mind it.
I do see a benefit if you're right. If that happens, that definitely will help.
Jericho needs to win something. He keeps coming back and not winning anything. Get him the Intercontinental Championship.
We gotta look up the Fozzy tour. So if it is until later on, he might win. So that's how we can figure out.
Chicago's coming around quick, I think.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go. See if the else wants to go.
Where's it gonna be at? Is it gonna be like a big arena show or?
Probably be where they always do them, at the first Midwest Bank Theater.
Tinley.
In Tinley Park, probably.
Gotcha.
They don't do anything like in Chicago.
It's
Chicago's so shitty. Like, you can't do anything in Chicago at venues.
Yep. So yeah, we had that match. Was what it was. The one thing I liked from this, and I thought it was really funny, was the Kane fucking promo with Halle Berry.
That was funny.
That movie actually doesn't look that bad. I mean, as much fucking plugs as we see on fucking Raw now for all the damn movies.
The only thing though that you look back on it, you see Kane laughing, being a funny creeper almost.
Yeah.
And then the entire night it's him being sad with
Yeah.
passing.
Yeah, that's
and
true.
Then the next segment he's cracking jokes. I know it was taped, but
Right.
it just kind of seemed a little off. But other than that, I laughed. I giggled.
That dude needs to be in the Hall of Fame, like, first ballot, man.
Who?
Kane?
Kane? Oh, he's the man.
He's done so much for the company, and I don't think he's asked for much either, you know what I
And
mean?
they've never really given him much.
He just had the World Heavyweight, that's all he's ever
He
had.
was part of one of the best storylines in the fucking history of WWE. I
Oh,
think.
between Austin, Taker, and Kane?
Just Kane coming back, him and Taker going at it for
having
the
to take
first time
fucking
ever.
3 tombstones to get up.
And then the whole the triangle type of thing with him Taker and Austin was fucking
Double-
great too.
That's what I always said. I said the double sleeves Kane. No one saw that coming, apparently, except the scouts.
Yeah.
He's like, I saw it and I was like, Kane doesn't have 2 sleeves. I was like, bull fucking shit.
Yep.
No one knew that. When he took that mask off and it was Undertaker, I was like, totally messed myself.
You did what you did to that fucking shell bathroom.
Oh,
That's
God.
what you did.
The bathroom on the way, it was like, what is it, like in Lafayette? I think it said no chance.
That's so good. We're driving and out of nowhere, you're gonna have to pull over, man. I gotta go. And then I just fucking go to the exit, drive on the shoulder, like this ain't even a fucking lane. I don't give a shit.
Gotta get in the
Gotta get in there, man.
You know? But that's the best thing about Kane, though. He's so he's so diverse. He can do fucking anything. He can be super fucking evil. He can be super fucking funny. Like, he can do no wrong in my eyes. And the guy is so old, still doing it and doing it well. Like, he isn't horrible at what he does.
No.
He's had some really good spots. Like, that TLC match, all that good stuff. He's done amazing. So, yeah, first Hall of Famer for sure. If fucking Edge gets in 1 year out, and fucking Kane better get in fucking 1 year out. You know what I mean? That's how I feel about that. Which led us to the main event. We had CM Punk versus Kane. And
No DQ.
no DQ. So it was going to get serious. Kane wasn't having any of it. Good, solid match. One thing I like about this is CM Punk finally got the fucking knee to the face for once. And he got it twice. Like, I haven't seen him hit that cleanly in forever.
Now he got Cena in there. I think almost everything.
Maybe
worked.
because we were live and it looked really good when I saw it live. Because we had that perfect angle. I didn't look it up on the tape. So I gotta look at the tape, see how it looks on TV. But it looked damn good live. It looked really, really good.
I think he hit it in the Cena match, but I think everything with the exception of the Hurricanrana was perfect in that match. So
It was really good. And it kind of got me worried too, because his fucking wrist looked like he like tweaked it or something, because he was holding on to it. Like, oh no, not now.
then when you watch it on Raw, that was all during the commercial. So
oh, was it?
yes, it was.
Oh, I
So
didn't
that's
see
why I think I was like, is this real or is this commercial? It was all commercial.
Gotcha.
So they
got
came
me.
back. Yeah, it ended with him flipping over and it showed him clutching his arm.
Yeah,
Commercial came back and it's fine.
gotcha. Yeah, I didn't see that. So they got me for sure.
Yeah, they got me because I mean it actually looked like medical staff was looking at him too, and
Yeah, and the ref even signaled
Yeah.
for the wrist immediately when I
but
saw
that was all commercial. So
Got
think
you.
about that.
Kevin called this finish like immediately. Like when it started off, he's like, "Hey, I bet you their urn's gonna take apart or something here because the urn was still out there." And sure enough, CM Punk hits him with the urn and shit after Kane defeated his ass because the Undertaker.
The gong hit.
Yeah, the gong hit and he got distracted, and he got hit with the urn a couple times.
Yeah.
So, awesome finish too because you finished paying tribute and it ended with both brothers paying tribute, quote unquote storyline.
Well, that was after it went off air. It ended the show ended with.
I'm talking about when as he got hit with the urn, how they were.
Oh
both
yeah,
doing
they were
it.
doing that, and then then Punk steals the urn, bashes
Right,
him.
hits
Taker
him.
comes in.
That was fucking awesome.
Taker comes in and Punk wheels his way out, stands on top of the frickin' ramp in front of the Titantron and does the fucking kneel and holding
Yeah.
the air with the arm out and like, what a fucking prick.
Yeah.
Loved
It was really good shit.
Yeah, I tweeted a picture of like one of the most epic heel fucking moments in history. Just seeing him stealing the urn after Paul Bearer's, dead and just fucking doing the Undertaker pose.
Yeah,
Looked
he looked,
so good.
and he looked good doing it.
Like
He looked really
he
good,
looked
yeah.
so evil.
Yeah.
And then he walked away with it.
Yep. And then at the very end, they paid tribute to Paul and they walked out. And the entire time too, I think Eric was pointing it out to me that kept on, giving the thumbs up and giving like gestures over to Paul's kids and shit that were front row. So that was pretty sweet stuff.
Yeah, it was the lasting image of Taker and Kane as they walked out, and the entire time the Titantron still had the
In
memory of picture of Bearer, and they just both look up and both raise their fist in the air. I'm like, oh my god, man.
Yeah.
Wish my camera wasn't dead. My phone wasn't dead by then. I think I took like 40 missed pictures, and that's what did it. So.
Yeah. That was quick. But I thought the Raw show was awesome, dude. It was really, really good. I thought maybe because I guess I didn't see all of it, from the tape, but it was damn good live. That was for sure.
And no Cena though. When we think back on it, there was no Cena on TV. There was
Yeah.
a huge promo, video promo of The Rock and Cena, but Rock wasn't there.
Yeah.
And no Cena. But what
That
we got,
promo even said, he was like, it was tearing my life apart, and they fucking showed pictures that were saying him divorced. I was like, damn, they're using this for the angle?
I haven't seen it. He don't give a shit.
Yeah, I'm like,
Yeah.
oh wow,
Use it,
that
whatever.
loss to The Rock, fucking destroyed
Destroyed
marriage.
his life.
Who ever thought about that?
Dude, perfect time for this fucking turn that I'm praying for. But
He had a new shirt. He was actually at the show, and in the dark
It's
match,
just reverse colors.
it was just reverse colors though, which to me, it was Pacer colors, so I dug it. And I guess, it was supposed to be an away shirt,
Yeah.
but it's on the shop, the WWE
Yeah.
shop, so people can buy it, so I'm kind of
Doesn't make sense.
I'm confused about that one. But, in the end, he was there.
Yeah, we saw him for the dark match.
Time for a dark match. The
Again.
kids went fucking apeshit.
By the way, it was announced 6-man, and we all knew, we were gonna have a 6-man tag. But it was apparently it was a 5-man tag. It was fucking.
2 versus 3. Fucking. Some tells me Sheamus went home and got changed and left. Then Vince is like, "Where the fuck are you?"
He's fucking at the
Fella, I'm whatever.
And we got to see the Shield though after in the dark match. We got to see the Shield in that 5-man tag match, so that was really, really fucking cool.
Yeah, and they were still solid.
Mhm.
They looked really good. The Shield is fucking. It's legit, dude. It's
Yeah,
really
I
good
like
stuff.
them. I like them.
I
I hope they don't fucking get buried.
I don't think they will. I think they go over again at fucking WrestleMania. I don't know who's gonna beat them, but it better not fucking be the Big Show. I'll tell you that much. Because if that happens, then God,
I'm telling you, I
First
hope
big-
they
big-
do not lose to. I'm telling you, they couldn't beat the fucking Justice League, yet they're gonna lose to these three.
yeah,
I don't
agree,
know.
agree. Alrighty, that pretty much wrapped up the show. Thanks, guys, for listening in. That was a phenomenal trip, even though it was a fucking. It took
Long
forever to get
shit.
here. Yeah, dude. I didn't think the road trip was gonna be that bad, but I mean, in the long run, it was pretty good. And it was cool. I was hanging out and fucking got to see the Scowls. Haven't seen his ass in
Always good to
ages.
see the Scouts.
And the drive there was fun. I mean, all we did was listen to fucking entrance themes the entire
Yep.
time.
And then to keep awake on the way back, had to blow up the 80s. Just fucking go to town.
We started with Hosky though.
Oh yeah, I had to do it big with Kevy. I had to start off with that Hosky.
Had to celebrate that win, man.
Is it? The more I hear it, the more I'm like, it's not that bad.
You know what?
And the iTunes one does sound better. 'Cause I listened to it on YouTube, and it sounds like he was sitting here with us when you're recording.
It actually, I think the entire time I just kept going like, oh god, like shaking my head at the lyrics, but
It's pretty
it's
catchy.
starting.
It's worth the 99 cents.
Yeah.
I'm not
Support
saying
rock.
I downloaded it, but I'm not saying I did.
Yeah, the kid needs some support from somebody because he ain't getting it from Vince. That's fucking for sure.
TNA, that solves the problem right there.
He didn't wear his push me shorts though when we were
Yeah,
there.
he had.
Maybe he figured he
Probably
wasn't
knew
on
he
TV.
wasn't getting squashed.
Yeah.
Or he knew he wasn't on TV. He was like, let me not put this out there.
Right. Yeah. Again, fucking awesome to be at Raw. We'll be back come June 16th. We'll be at the Payback pay-per-view, which is the new pay-per-view we'll have for the year. So we'll see how that goes. I mean, that's far from now, so we'll see what happens. As long as I get to see Punk live, see him fucking wrestle, that's all I'm pretty happy about. So, and that crowd's gonna fucking be us. Like, that's the crowd we want to be around because there's more around our lines. But we'll see what happens. That's it. That wraps up episode 8. Thanks for listening in. Don't forget to follow us on Twitter at
MidCard Radio.
Don't forget, we'll post up pictures from the trip and shit like that. Most of our phones died
Oh,
on the
man,
way there,
bad.
but we have some left over.
Not only that signal. I'm like, I'm not sending. I can't send shit.
Yeah, that Pacer Wi-Fi was.
That was a lifesaver.
Yeah.
Without that, man, that was a dead zone.
Yeah.
We all could have been murdered and no one would have known.
Seriously.
Yep. All right, guys. Make sure you tune in next week. We come at you with episode number 9.
Woo, woo, woo.